In 2015, I was 27 years old when I was diagnosed for the first time with stage 3 oral cancer. Later that year, I would go on to have surgery to remove a portion of my tongue and have 6.5 weeks of radiation treatment, which culminated in me having to relearn how to talk and eat. And then unfortunately in 2018, my cancer returned. They found a new mass on my tongue, at which point I had another pretty extensive surgery to remove about 2/3 of my tongue and reconstruct it using tissue from my forearm. When I was initially diagnosed, I think the primary emotion was shock. How do I tell my husband? How do I tell my family? How do I tell my friends? Especially as a musician, I'd gone to college and gotten a degree in music, and I remember thinking, if part of my tongue is gone, how am I going to be able to talk? How am I going to be able to sing? I was in a tremendous amount of pain, and I was tired. I just remember being really tired and saying, I'm tired of fighting this. Like at that moment, like I would be okay if that were the outcome, if it meant that I wasn't going to be in pain and I wasn't going to be tired and I wasn't going to be anxious. And over the course of even just a few days of being able to slowly but surely get out of bed more and more and be able to sit in the hospital and watch a Blue Jackets game, or just little tiny things. And just those baby steps, I think, were the most meaningful to get from that place of, I'm okay if this takes me, to no, I absolutely do not want this to take me. I wasn't ready to be done living. There were so many more things I wanted to do and see and experience, and it just wasn't the time that I was gonna let it take me. I happened to be in the hospital as an inpatient on Pelotonia weekend. I still don't know how this happened, but I ended up with a survivor shirt that year. And my husband and I remember saying at the time, like, if I get through this, we want to give back as a way of saying thank you to all of the doctors, the nurses, the physical therapists, the speech therapists, the countless people who are really the reason that I'm here and doing as well as I'm doing. We got to know a lot of really incredible volunteers from, all different facets of the organization. We got to meet a lot of the writers, and that was really meaningful for both of us. This year, with everything moving virtually, we really wanted to do something that was comfortable for us, but also meaningful. So we scheduled 21 different walks or hikes. And the reason that we chose 21 was because I've spent about 3 months on the 21st floor of the James. Whatever involvement you have in Pelotonia, it's important. I love hearing the stories of the people that raise thousands of dollars and give back so much to cancer research, but the people who just show up and volunteer for a couple of hours, the people who donate $10 to their neighbor, their friend, all of those people are so important too. And this organization and this event wouldn't be what it is without every single person that's involved in it. I don't think there's any words that I could say that would express the depth of my gratitude for those people.